What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger. My friends, y'all know the vibes by now. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So one of the biggest stories in the offseason for women's college hoops was star guard for South Carolina, Milaysia Fulwiley, jumping into the transfer portal and then switching sides to the Gamecocks' rival, LSU, man. Going to play for Coach Don Staley's rival, Kim Mulkey, in the SEC. These teams have had battle. There's been bad blood, but there is a lot of respect and just great games every time these two teams match up. Recently, though, Coach Don Staley finally broke her silence on how she felt about the matter, giving her side and perspective on how everything went down recently with Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and company on The Breakfast Club. Now, y'all tune into this clip.
I love the respect the power version of you. You say, and this is a quote, I heard from so many adults who gave their own parents hell only to see their teenagers return the favor. Now it's my turn in the barrel. So when I read that and I was like, damn, she had so much love for Milaysia. What was your initial reaction when she decided to enter the portal? And was it surprising to you?
Surprising? No. I think, being in this space, you become to expect the unexpected, right? I still have much love for Milaysia, like much love. Like I want her happy. She came in, said, she and her mom came in. She said, I think I'm going to get into the transfer portal. So I'm like, okay, well, you think or you know? And she said, I know. And I said, well, I only want you happy. Like I really do only want our players happy, whether that's with us or somewhere else. Just be happy. And I told her, don't look back. I know it's probably going to be hard to not look back to see, you leaving your hometown and all that. I said, don't look back. Like, you're always going to be a Gamecock. You're always going to be welcomed here. I wish her the best. And when I say that, people probably think, oh, nah. But I do. Like, I really do. Like, because what's for us is for us. What's not is what's not. Mm-hmm. Let's keep moving. I don't stay in despair. I don't stay in those spaces for very long. I'm like, okay, we got to get recruiting. We got to get back into this portal to see who we can get, to help us. I think she's going to have a promising career. I do think she's a generational talent that will never leave. Like, she does things on the basketball court that I've never seen a woman do. And she'll continue to do that, and we'll continue to be happy for her, except the one or two times that we have to play them. Like it's on. Like she's gonna be super competitive against us. We're gonna want to win, and it's gonna be a pride thing that comes with just being, a competitor. And we got much love for her and her family.
When you talk about Milaysia, it is with such reverence. How do you balance disappointment as a coach with support for somebody like her who just wanted to make a decision for herself?
If a young person is gonna speak on what they deem is good for them, that's half the battle. You know how hard it was for her to do that? Really hard. So I understand that dynamics of her decision-making. And then it's like, okay, well, what do you do with it? Like if she was my player and there was a chance for her to want to come back, or if she decided that that's not what she wanted to do, I was going to talk to her about why. Why did it come to that? What makes you think this isn't a place for you? And for whatever she said, we would go from there. I thought Milaysia was getting better. Like I saw a whole lot of growth on and off the court. LSU's gonna get the best of her now. Like we went through the hard part of just kind of smoothing some rough edges and getting her to create good habits. Like I do think habits are the thing that allows you to elevate. So I think what we've given her and what she's given us will allow her to have much better days, much more consistent days than she had with us at her next stop.
Did she know you felt that way about her? Or she's going to read the book and be like, damn.
I want to clarify, the book was written already before she made the decision. The book was written months ago. I'm sure I share my feelings. Like I don't hide anything. I do think Milaysia really knows how I felt about her. I know her mother knows. I know, regardless of why she came to that conclusion of wanting to leave, I know she knows she felt our love. Now, the playing time, the whatever, for us maybe taking her out of the game when she felt like she wanted to just kind of keep playing through some things. Now she probably questions that part of it, and I'm okay with that. A lot of players leave because of playing time. It's not for all the other stuff, because we treat them like royalty. Like we're probably enablers when it comes to the treatment that we give our players.
So what's the relationship with coaches? If Coach Kim at LSU calls you and asks for some tips on how to coach Milaysia Fulwiley, do you give her any game at all?
You on your own.
Hell no. This is bad.
You
figure it out.
Your own.
Damn.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna help you. Help her. Beat us. Nah.
I think the biggest thing was like, she was not surprised. She was not surprised. I was surprised. I think a lot of people on the outside looking in were surprised. Now, Gamecock Nation, I love y'all, but y'all was on my rump when I said that there was potential that she would transfer. I said that even during the season, before conference play and all that got going. Just because of what Don Staley said, the playing time, being taken out when she felt like she should have been able to play through mistakes or play through clutch moments in the game. There was obvious frustration. I do agree that she is a generational talent. Some fans, I feel like, really denounced her leaving and her skill set and what she brought to this program as one of the most exciting players in the country. Really just a pure scorer, can get to the bucket at ease, one of the most unguardable players in the country. She was 6th player of the year for this group, SEC tournament MVP last season, one of the top 3 scorers in this team, and one of the most electrifying guards in the country. This one stings. Like, we got to be honest. And then for her to jump ship. But salute to Coach Don Staley for being a class act, seeing one of her best players go to LSU, their rivals, still wanting the best for Milaysia Fulwiley. People said she wouldn't leave her home state. People said she wouldn't leave her hometown, and she got up out of there. She skedaddled. Now, there could have been some NIL play as well, but just Don Staley showing that, she's still trying to beat Milaysia Fulwiley and LSU without a doubt, but showing that love, saying that she will always be a Gamecock, I think just speaks to Coach Don Staley's character, showing that with her, man, it's always bigger than just basketball, man. She's developing young ladies for the real world to play professionally in the WNBA, overseas, or just be professionals in real life. And the fact that she said Milaysia will still be welcomed at any time. She's a Gamecock forever. Like, Milaysia Fulwiley is going to be remembered in Gamecock history forever, man. She's a national champion. She made some big plays for them. She used to get standing ovations just walking into the game. So I do think, too, I agree that her best basketball is ahead of her. It's like sharpening or polishing off a diamond in the rough, right? It comes rough, it comes dirty, it comes with the edges. Coach Don Staley has put those habits in her, those professional habits. They've gotten her to play more consistent basketball. They've broken her of what some people say that street ball type level. It's more controlled now. And I do agree, LSU will get the best version of her. Big time. LSU will definitely benefit from the foundation that Coach Don Staley and this staff and these players that have poured into Milaysia Fulwiley over the last 2 years. LSU will benefit from all that. And she's coming into a situation where minutes still might be tough, man. I mean, you got Zakiya Johnson, Bella Hines coming in, Devon Burridge coming in. You still got KG. Of course, Flau'jae Johnson and Michaela Williams are getting most of those touches. Jada Richard, like, this LSU backcourt is maybe the best in the country. They are going to be extremely deep. So if Milaysia Fulwiley, if she really thinks that she's going to come in there and get 20 shots a game and average 20, I don't see that. But I do absolutely think that she will be a bona fide superstar within this LSU roster. I think she's going to be a top draft pick one of these years whenever she declares. She will be a lottery pick. And I do agree that she does things on the court that we haven't seen a lot of women do on the basketball court, man. Just her ability to fillet and lay, like I say, in my opinion, man. Just getting to the basket, elite layup package. A lot of Kyrie Irving to her game, in my opinion. Just silky smooth. And Coach Kim Mulkey, I think, she coaches tough. You know, and everybody isn't built to be coached by Kim Mulkey. Like, we've seen a lot of players hop in that transfer portal and get up out of LSU as well, as much as they brought players in. So we'll see, like, if their temperaments clash, if they can get along, if she can continue to develop Milaysia Fulwiley and bring the best out of her. But y'all heard Coach Dawn Staley, man. She said, hey, I ain't giving no tips. Don't hit me up. We trying to crush them. But obviously, it's all class with Coach Dawn Staley. Wrote about Milaysia Fulwiley in her book. Still a lot of love there. Still a lot of respect. And I know that's on both ends. She's coming off a MVP 3v3 tournament performance, man. International competition, collegiate competition. Like, Milaysia Fulwiley put South Carolina out of that tournament, playing with some professionals, some seasoned vets for sure. But I think she's building confidence. She's in the lab. She's putting in work. And LSU is going to be a very dangerous squad. And I think they will absolutely benefit from the foundation that South Carolina instilled in Milaysia Fulwiley. Now, I know a lot of fans are hurt. Some wished her well. Some didn't. Some said they didn't need her. They did bring in Tanai Laxton. They have retooled this roster. Tessa Johnson's going to be special. Maddie McDaniel, Raven Johnson's coming back. So South Carolina will be just fine. But I think this did also add more fuel to the rivalry. Like, we've seen the brawl. We've seen the DJ play Lajay Johnson's dad's song, which was taken as disrespect. Like, there's been a lot of bad blood in between these two teams, but I think there's a mutual respect. But hey, this just added a little bit more gasoline to the fire. I'm trying to tell you, and I can't wait for that matchup next season, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Dawn Staley finally breaks her silence. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Until next time, my people, we out.